Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's 4:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. And today I want to talk about how the United States has become a country of a pariah country, a pitied country of super spreaders. I'm sure you guys all remember when Trump was talking about how the rest of the world views us, they respect us, they look at us with awe, and everybody wants to be like us, and we're number one. And I'm sure you guys also remember what he talked about. Supposedly, when Obama was president, the whole world was laughing at us, and saw us as a bunch of gullible, whatever. This is all nonsense. I don't believe any of it. But this is the reality. This is the reality of how the rest of the world looks at us. As countries like China, Cuba, and Vietnam, as their numbers for COVID-19 have either leveled out or started decreasing. Cuba, China, Vietnam, even countries like that, their numbers are decreasing. Ours are skyrocketing. Yesterday, we hit another all-time record for new infections in one day. 47,340 new infections yesterday. All-time record for the COVID-19 virus. This isn't just an uptick. This is just a huge surge. And that comes after Thursday's all-time new record of 40,000 new cases. Yesterday, Florida hit almost 10,000 new cases, which is similar to when this whole thing first started out with New York being the epicenter. New York saw numbers like that in the beginning, and now that's become Florida, Texas, Arizona, and about 18 other states. This is largely in part, we have a president who will not wear a mask, who just will not be a role model. I mean, we're not even going to argue. Social distancing, masks, and testing. Three things that is without a doubt has been shown to bring this down. It's worked. In Connecticut yesterday, I believe we had maybe, I think it was 40 new cases. We were near the top. Our numbers were triple, quadruple everybody else's about 2 months ago, about 5-6 weeks ago. We've now become one of the states with the lowest numbers because it was mandatory masks here, and we took it seriously. Okay, now I was sitting in a doctor's office yesterday, and once again, I hear Trump supporters spouting off as they look up at the Fox News on the doctor's TV set and talking about how it must be the protesters and, them people. Them people are spreading it. The disease carriers, it's all their fault. I got about 6 links down below that talk about how study after study, as they trace the path of the infections and everything, there is absolutely no evidence that the Black Lives Matter protests or any of that has increased the spread. I've been coming on here for about 6 weeks now, or a little more than that. And I was talking about how I check these numbers every day. And I was talking over and over again how I was seeing spikes in Virginia, in Florida, Arizona. I was talking about this weeks ago, before the protests even started. It's no secret, like I said, that the president just has made this a political issue, not a matter of health. It's become a political statement that if you wear a mask, you're not a Trump supporter. And we've had these states, the Michigan, the armed idiots rushing the state house. Well, when was that? That was back in March or April? They wanted to reopen right away. Well, this is the fruits of your protests. And here's the thing: the European Union is now decided that we're too big a risk. England, France, Italy, Greece have decided that we value money, greed. more than human life. And we are too big a risk. And as their numbers are starting to go down, and they're looking to reopen, that they don't want Americans there. They don't want to take that risk. They're seriously looking to pass legislation that we will not be allowed in countries just like even like England or France. We will not be allowed there because of this Trump supporting group of anti-science people that think they know better. So the world is not in awe of us. To say that is just ridiculous. Trump and his campaign to make America great again, make America strong, number one. Look where we are right now. I mean, the COVID-19, it was not just its birth, its coming into the world was not the fault of Donald Trump. But it's sure as hell been his fault in the way that he has responded to it. Like I said, his absolute refusal to wear a mask, one of the surest ways to stop the spread of this disease. And this is where it's gotten us. And if it wasn't so sad, it would almost be funny that he's going on TV because he's got his fallbacks, which is when things aren't going for good for him, he'll go for the anti-immigration stuff because his base just eats that up. His scared, frightened, older white base that is just terrified of becoming a minority. And whenever he's in trouble, he goes, that's the go-to. He beelined right down to the southern border after the Tulsa rally and started talking about us being hard on immigration. And here's the thing. I don't think anybody wants to come here. I don't think, who in their right mind would want to come here and bring their families here to start a new life right now. With I can imagine what this is going to do to our economy with these numbers upticking like this. Florida and Texas are, if they haven't already, they're seriously considering cutting back the reopening. For Trump to go on TV and say that he's going to be hard on immigration, I don't think anybody from the southern countries, from Guatemala or Nicaragua or Mexico, even want to come here. If anything, they're probably going to want to keep us out. It's almost laughable that Trump goes on TV and talks about being hard on immigration. I think the rest of the world is going to start being hard on us immigrating out to other countries. We have become the pariah, the anti-science, ignorant country with our head in the sand, that it's so greedy, that values money more than human life. That's what Trump's great America has become. All right. You guys have a good Saturday.